What up, babies? Tonio skits. We outside. Find me everywhere.
Where are you from? New York?
Yeah, from New York. I was born and raised in the Bronx.
From the Bronx.
So I was in college. I was studying. I became a nurse. So I worked.
You have a nursing degree?
Yeah.
Shut up.
I have a nursing license. Yeah, I passed the NCLEX.
Crazy,
Yeah.
right?
You passed the NCLEX?
I passed the NCLEX first
That's
try.
crazy.
Wait, so Wildin' Out was like your first gig?
Yeah, well, and that was my first gig. So I went to try out for season 7. I made it to the finals. They didn't pick me. I moved to LA. I get a call. This is a year later. Nick Cannon's like, "Hey, Tonio," and I knew it was him by the sound of his voice. Why didn't you? Are you gonna try out? I get there. I'm on the show. I didn't even have to rehearse. Like, I didn't have to do nothing. They just put me on the show.
You're listening to Joey Joy Radio.
All right, we are at LNF
like
right
that.
now. And I got Tonio and
Chantel Peters.
Chantel Peters right now. So Tonio.
What's up?
Oh, give me your @. So what's your Instagram?
First of all, thank you for having me on the show.
I appreciate that. Thank you for coming.
I'm a little shy. Which is my camera?
Which one are we looking at?
All of them today.
Hey guys, yeah.
I usually like this to see all of them.
Yeah, that's weird, and my date shouldn't be laughing at you as much, but I'm a little. Man, fuck. Can we curse?
Yeah, bro.
Fuck that shit. What up, babies? Tonio skits. We outside. Find me everywhere. Tonio skits. It's just literally Tonio skits, and on Twitter, Thread, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook, and there's a new app.
All these things?
I do.
Yo, I mean on Snapchat. No, did he?
Literally, I literally post on everything. But there's a new one that if TikTok falls, there's a new one called what's it called?
Rumble.
Threads.
No,
Threads is Instagram.
No. I'm gonna put you on real quick.
Grinder. Come on.
Find me on
That's
Grind.
the only
No,
one.
man, I'm not on
Grindr.
damn Grinder. Clapper. It's
Clapper?
Yo,
That sounds
close
enough.
enough.
What the fuck?
yo, y'all sleeping on that,
sounds
but
worse
listen,
than Grindr.
Clapper. It's
Clapper?
It's identical to TikTok without the
Chinese people.
without the Chinese people, but without the rules and the regulations. The only thing they care about is as long as you don't show
so it's
nudes.
like Twitter kind of.
But I can literally talk. I could talk shit. I could be like, you could talk shit. You could do all that. And girls can be all sexy, whatever it is. As long as you don't show the news, they don't care about none of that.
You get censored on TikTok. Do you?
Always.
Do you?
Yeah.
For what? Like for what?
Well, you don't do
Stupid
anything
shit.
wrong on
No, I
TikTok.
don't.
That's what I see girls shake booty on TikTok, like bare booty. What are you getting flagged for? on TikTok?
I don't know. I feel like somebody works at TikTok.
They don't fuck with you.
And I don't know. I was dating that person's sister, and they're like, "Fuck, we're gonna ruin his career."
Seriously, give me an example. Like, what's something that you don't think? Like what? Like, and I got flagged for that.
Oh, recently I started doing live because if people don't know, the money right now is on live on TikTok. You go on live,
Let's go
money's being
stream
made.
some shit one of these days too. I'm down.
Yeah. So I'm on live and I'm just there talking, and I got banned for hate speech. And then a week later, because they blocked me for a week, I get back on and I'm talking about being banned for hate speech. Bam! They hit me again.
Oh, geez.
So I'm like, man, I can't.
What was
do
hate?
this.
Like you were just talking shit. Like
I was just
fucking
talking
around with
regular. I
someone?
was not. No, I don't got no hate speech in me. Like, what are you talking about?
No, you were like fucking with something. Like you were fucking around. Like what?
Yeah. I mean,
Nah, that's
I hate
annoying.
cheating ass bitches. Blocked me on that one.
But
So-
that's what they flagged you?
No, I don't know. No, it wasn't none of that. I'm just saying they can't block me here.
Where are you from? New York?
Yeah, I'm from New York. I was born and raised in the Bronx.
You're from the Bronx. And then where'd you move to? LA or here?
No, I moved to Miami, and then
When you were how old?
I was here. So what happened was I
I need to hear where you're from. I see you every day in the gym. I don't know anything about you.
I came from New York, and I came out here because my mom had passed when I was 15. So I was in foster care in New York. Then I found out my mom had a sister that lived in Miami, and that's how we ended up here. So I was here for like a year, but I didn't like it because compared to New York, to me, it was slow. This is
yeah.
So I went back to New York. And when I went back to New York is when I appreciated what Miami was, because when I went back to New York, everything seemed dirty to me. Everything seemed like
Cold, man.
everything's the same. Nobody's moving. I'm not going to, the circle of friends and things I had, nobody was on nothing. So I'm like, this ain't it for me. And then I eventually came back to Miami. And then I stayed in Miami for like almost 8 years. And then in 2015, I moved to LA.
Where'd you start your entertainment career? Like
In LA. Well, no, I started in Miami. I started doing just
Like what, 20?
Vines. I started doing Vines.
Started on Vine. No
Yeah.
way.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that's how
Shut
people know me. I
up.
started on Vine. And then everybody that was working with each other lived in LA. So I'm like, I gotta make a move, right? Because I was in college. I was studying. I became a nurse. I was actually a nurse. I worked.
You have a nursing degree?
Yeah.
Shut
I have
up.
a nursing license. Yeah, I passed the NCLEX.
Crazy,
Yeah.
right?
You passed the
I
NCLEX?
passed the NCLEX first
That's
try.
crazy.
Yeah, that's
And
why you
then-
don't judge them. You passed the
I
NCLEX?
passed the NCLEX. Yeah. And then I was working at
Crazy,
Mercy
right?
Hospital.
This fucking guy.
Yeah, I was working at Mercy Hospital.
Okay.
I was on the med surg floor, medical surgery. I wanted to do ER, but they didn't. They had a rule: you had to work for a year in medical surgery. Anyway, so I'm working there, and that's when I started doing my videos. And then I think 8 months into
You
it,
did them in the hospital or at home?
no, I did it on my eye test. No, HIPAA, like hello. 8 months into doing that, I decided to move to LA because that's where everybody that I saw was working with each other. And I talked to my family, and I'm like, yo, I want to move to LA. They're like, you want to move to the other side of the country, not knowing a single person shooting 50-second videos when you got a 6-figure job? I was like, yeah. So I did that.
Yeah.
And then for like 3 months, it was a struggle. And then, bam, I landed Wild 'N Out. And from there, I landed.
So wait, from social media, well, Vine,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And straight to MTV?
MTV. And then I did,
Wow.
then I was with Kevin Hart.
Wait, so Wild 'N Out was like your first gig?
Yeah. Wild 'N Out was my first gig.
After making a Vine video?
What?
After making a
a
lot.
bunch of Vines.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, true.
Wait,
Well, what happened?
dude,
So
that's
look,
like a crazy first. Dude,
Yeah.
that's
I
like
sat out-
the biggest. That's like
what,
the
So
how
what
did
happened
you feel
was-
when you got that?
I mean, what happened was I went
tell
to
your
try
family?
out.
Yeah, for real.
So I went to try out for season 7, and that's the year.
When is it? What year did Wild 'N Out start?
Wild 'N Out started, I think, in 2010,
It's been a while.
maybe.
Was it Nick Cannon always?
Yeah.
Nick Cannon, yeah. Because back then when he started, he had Cat Williams.
Yeah.
He had Kevin
Mhm.
Hart.
Yeah.
He had like people that are huge right now.
Yeah.
Wild 'N Out has birthed a lot of comedians
Yeah.
careers, and so when I started, I tried out for season 7. That's the DC Young Fly got picked that
Yeah.
year. Well, he was
Fire.
in season 7.
Wait, that was the first year he was on too?
Yeah, he was on.
His first-
But I tried out for that year. I made it to the finals. They didn't pick me.
Okay.
They didn't pick me. So then I felt some type of way.
Yeah.
I remember taking that plane right back home. I remember all the negative comments like, yo, you too old to be doing these videos, some dumb shit, whatever. But when I landed, I was looking at a picture of me and Nick Cannon. I'm like, yo, I've been doing videos for less than a year, and Nick Cannon knew my name.
Yeah.
He knew who I was. So I'm like, imagine if I keep doing it, who else is going to know me?
Mm,
So that's when I'm like, I made a decision. So like, yo, I'm just gonna move to LA. Fuck this. Like, I'm just gonna, I moved to LA. I get a call. Nick Cannon is like, he's like, hey, this is a year later. Nick Cannon's like, hey, Tonio. And I knew it was him by the sound of his voice. Yeah, why didn't you, are you gonna try out? I'm like, what I wanted to tell him was, y'all ain't want me. I'm out here doing numbers. But what I said to him was like, yo, I moved to LA. So I didn't, you know what I'm saying? He goes, the tryouts are in LA. I said, oh, he's like, yo, can you be at the CBS studio, tomorrow at 9 a.m.?
Fuck,
I
said with
I'm like, yeah. So I stood up all night, rehearsing, trying to do whatever I can. I get there, I'm on the show. I didn't even have to rehearse. Like I have to do it. They just put me on the show.
What were you rehearsing? Stand up, pretty much?
Not like not my stand-up. Everything was good. What I have found out
When you try out, what is it like? Okay, your turn.
Yeah,
So the
like
Like when I
Tryouts-
try out for the basketball team, I'm playing basketball. When you try out
Yeah.
for Wild 'N Out, what are they?
Yeah.
So basically, they'll put a mic right there, and you're on a panel of executive producers. There's about 5 or 6 of them, and they'll be like, "Hey, what's going on? Say your name, blah blah blah." I bet. So what's your favorite game? You say, I don't know. Let Me Holler. So Let Me Holler is one of my favorite games, and like, okay, cool. You see that mic? Make believe that's a girl. Give us your best pickup line, and you walk up and you give a pickup line. If you make them laugh, you're good. So you have to have your personality and whatnot. I did all that. I passed all those things. What I didn't pass was the rap part, because I think it was conceded. I had conceded before because I didn't know him like that, but I knew him. You know what I mean? And I'm like, yo, and I think he told me the truth, but they changed things up later. He was like, yo, it's a 2-day tryouts. The first day, they're going to do this. Second day is the rap battles. So I didn't focus on the rap. I didn't care about that. I focused on this. And then while I'm in the New York shows, I do everything. They're like, okay, cool. In an hour, we're going to do the rap battles and finish everything. I was like, wait, what? And that's I fell in the crowd. I disappeared in the rap part. So I didn't make it. But
and that's like an important part of their show.
Of course.
That's like the part.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show you, it goes to show you that every audition you do, even if you get a no, you have no idea the effect you leave on people, because I went next year and they remember me. They remember everything I did. I didn't even have to like work for that year. They felt I was good enough. Nah, son, we need to increase the budget. What's going on over here?
All right, show that on there.
All right, bet. So,
no, did he?
So, and you know, they put me on the show, and then I did five seasons after.
So that's like, so you're pretty much just like, they're like, all right, make me laugh. I always say like being a comedian, especially stand-up comedian, is like one of the hardest jobs in entertainment, because like I see myself, like, bro, you're a funny ass dude. Like I can make people laugh for settings like this where we're having conversation and you can bounce off people.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to make people laugh. Saying like, all right, you're on now in front of all of us, make us laugh.
Yeah.
That is an impressive thing to do.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
And then, okay, so what I wanted to ask more about, I've literally thought about this since I was probably like fucking whenever Wild 'N Out started. Like,
wait, since you were fucking?
No, since I was fucking 14. Since I've been fucking too. But are you like rehearsed? So like, kick them out the classroom. Kick them out the, like, are you guys are rehearsing every day?
No, so the way it works,
like those aren't freestyle. Like,
no, those are literally, I'm gonna tell you what it is.
Yeah, I need to know. You're gonna tell me what it is.
We're when we come do the show, we have to block out about a month of our time to do the show. A month and a week.
And then how many episodes do you make in like a month or a week? 6 weeks.
It'll be, like 20 episodes, 25. Okay.
Yeah. In a month?
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
So we'll shoot. Wait, is it 2, 3, 6,
I shot reality show for like
12. Yeah. Because
like
sometimes
3 weeks and
sometimes they'll shoot 3 episodes in one day. Most of the days we'll shoot 2 episodes, and then they'll in the week they'll put 2 days out of the week to shoot 3 episodes. But
how
recently,
do they do live audience? Does the live audience watch 3 episodes?
No, the first audience comes in, but the second and third audience watches the last 2 shows.
Shut up.
So this is what happens, right? Before we do the live audience, we have about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks of what we call rehearsals. And rehearsals are basically everybody, all the cast members come together, all the executive producers, every producers on the show, they sit right there as a panel, and then we play all the games over and over and over. So what does that mean? So let's say we're playing Let Me Holler, right? And I go and I say a joke. I say something about Canadians in Toronto, whatever. They didn't laugh. You know what I mean? Yeah, whatever. I'll come back again, say something else. Yeah, I'll say something else and they laugh. Now you
take notes.
You have, because the thing is, they may not have laughed, but the audience might have.
Yeah.
Or they may have laughed, but the audience won't laugh, depending on the type of audience you have. But we do these things to sharpen yourself, because when you walk out and you start thinking of certain ideas, you're going to think so quick because you've done it so many times that if you can possibly remember a joke you said back then, great. If not, you already thought of something in your head, because we find out what show we're filming for the day of. So like maybe an hour before, I don't know, we're playing Let Me Holler. So I'm already start thinking of stuff. I'm trying to think of things that I performed before, or would it work?
Wait,
I'll look at the audience.
Are you serious? Yeah. So like, it's not like you guys are practicing every show. It's like you practice a lot.
We just practice.
And then they tell you when you're filming, and then it's what happens.
I'm gonna give you an example. Yeah. Timbaland we knew Timbaland was coming to the show, right? We knew he was gonna be in our episode. What we didn't know that he was bringing the Les Twins. So they already had all the games that we're gonna play, and they told us, and we're in the green room, we're getting ready, hair and makeup, about to do the live shows, and they call like, hey, Timbaland's here, but he's here with the Les Twins. We're changing the games up, and they put a dancing game. So it's right on the spot, and now we have to come up with shit right on the spot. So it's literally it really is improv.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. The only thing is, when we do the song games, when we come up with songs on TV, it looks like we got a 2-minute break, but in reality, we got like a 10-minute break. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Other than that, everything's just improv.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's literally one of the hardest shit I've ever done in my life.
That's what I guess I
crazy.
just kind of like you guys make it look pretty freestyle, but
Yeah.
I guess I just assumed that was like impossible. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Think about Harry Mack.
Yeah.
You know who Harry Mack is?
Yeah.
He's sick. Oh
Yo,
my God. He's a fucking sick rapper.
Bro, there's people like that on the show.
Yeah.
It's just
have it.
It's just like that. I had to learn how to be like that.
Who's the most impressive to you?
Justina. Justina Valentine,
Which
Which one?
period.
Is that the
Red hair.
Yeah.
She's fire.
She's
Oh my,
funny.
She's stupid fire.
Yeah.
She's funny.
I like DC
She's
Young
by
Fly.
far. He's like
Most impressive,
He's
most
so
funniest.
funny.
DC Young Fly
I
is
think
funny.
DC.
He's like
I
So
love
funny.
Carlos Miller. Like
Yeah,
Carlos,
yeah.
he's different. Like
Mhm.
Emmanuel, like they're
How about
really
this?
funny.
Is there because you guys have a lot of like celebrity guests on?
Yeah.
Like pretty much every episode, right?
Yeah.
There's a celebrity guest.
Every episode.
I imagine you guys are trying. They're the guests, so you guys are trying to like hype them up and shit. Is there anyone? I'll ask you both. One, worst guest. Two, is there anyone that actually made you genuinely laugh that you were like, I was not expecting, like a celebrity guest that you were like, wow, that's funny?
A celebrity guest that made me laugh.
Or do you think, nah, you guys are the comedians of the show? Like, is there anyone that came on? Like, did fucking
Kevin came back on the show as a guest.
He's a
and he
comedian.
ripped everybody
That's super
apart.
funny.
I'm trying to think of like a rapper or someone. Like anyone come on that was like fun? Like I'm sure like Snoop's been on. Like who like I saw Jack Harlow on. I saw like
Yeah, those are. I'm trying to think of the episodes that I was on. I can't think of anybody.
no one
like
that
crazy.
anyone bad that was hard to work with.
Anyone bad, hard to work with. There was. So what happens is, we'll get notes right before our battle. They say, "Listen, don't talk about this and don't talk about that." You know, we're trying to respect. And what was her name?
No notes about Mariah.
Her name
obviously.
is Azalea Banks.
Azealia Banks.
I think it was her. They said, "Hey, don't talk about this. Don't talk about
Iggy
that."
Azalea.
Not Iggy Azalea. Azalea Banks. Someone else.
Okay.
Don't talk about this. Don't talk about that.
You
Alright,
talked
cool.
about some shit.
Yeah, everybody got their
So
information.
there were specific things they told you not to talk
I'm sure
about.
every
Yeah, we
celebrity's
can't-
like, don't bring this. If it's like a, because
Yeah.
you're going on
Yeah.
there to get flame.
But listen,
Exactly.
yeah, they know. But anyways,
And was it live?
this girl goes in her rap battle and says some crazy shit.
like something
And
she
like
wasn't supposed to say.
Yeah, and everybody looked at each other like,
Oh God, like stop.
game on. And yo, DC ripped her. Like, yo, DC literally said everything we're not supposed to say.
Because she was off
Because she
script.
crossed the line, so they
Mhm.
responded. I think she was talking shit about Nick, or I don't know what it was, but
Then what happened?
nah,
She
he went
cried or
and-
what?
Yeah, she was crying.
She cried.
It was a whole big thing. You got to look it up. Yo, somebody Google Azalea Banks wilding out.
Where's Cody?
If I'm right.
Cody, Google that.
Cody's supposed to Google
But most of the time, you know, everybody.
Azalea Banks? What's her name?
I think that's her name.
Azalea Banks wilding
Wilding
out.
out.
Tonio made her cry. He talked about her grandma and shit.
Nah, it wasn't me.
Stop the show. This studio is cold as hell. I'm definitely not cold though, because I'm sitting nice and toasty, wrapped in my Better With Age hoodie made out of cotton sewn vintage blankets. Check out my jeans. I got 90s Gerbo jeans on. They're fresh as heck. These premier pieces are exclusive and can be yours only at Lost and Found. Big shout out to Lost and Found. Check them out on Instagram at lnf.vtg. Now back to the show, man. Did you have a favorite? Like, is there like a time in one of the games where you were like, I fucking killed it? Like, you were dying. Like, is there a time where you were like, this
Yeah.
one was my fucking, this was my episode?
Yeah. I thought that twice only. There's so
Twice
many
only.
talented people on there. It's hard
Seriously, bro.
to really
Seriously.
have a moment, but I did have a moment. It was one of the games they were playing. They were like, oh, what was it? Name something. I don't remember. Name something a girl would say if she thinks you're cheating, or I don't know, some shit like that.
Mhm.
And everybody went and did their part with it. And then I went up and I did some Spanish shit. Like I just did some crazy Spanish shit.
Yeah.
The crowd re-upped it, like erupted.
Yeah.
And then the same day I had to do it's called voicemail where you have to leave like a voicemail. If somebody's calling you, what voicemail would they listen to? And then they put the celebrity's name. I had The Rock. And during that time, what's his name from?
You had to do The Rock's voicemail?
What's the name? What's the guy name from Fast and the Furious? Black guy.
Vin Diesel? Oh, Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Around that time, Tyrese was going viral for crying. Like, so,
For crying.
so I had to be The Rock. Yeah, he was crying about baby mama take whatever. So I had to be The Rock. So I found a belt. I walk in there. I said something like, whatever. And if it's Tyrese, listen, you candy. And then I already had someone else to come in playing Tyrese.
Yeah.
There's a whole act. And he comes in crying, and then it just blew up because it was something that was going on around that time. Yeah, it was relevant. So yeah, I took that episode.
That's crazy. That's a good feeling,
That's
right?
crazy.
Yeah, it's a good feeling with all these superstars on the show.
Yeah.
But other than that,
how's
those are
it
my
work
memories.
like contractually? Like, are you allowed to appear in any show you want, or are you exclusive to them for like a year? Like, I don't know, how's it? Because
No,
for
I can
me,
do whatever I want.
I was on reality show, and I mean, both of the ones that I've been on that have aired, I've had to like have a year of exclusivity. Like, I wasn't allowed to go on another unscripted show. Like, I could do an acting show, but I couldn't do another reality show for like a year. They don't have anything like that on you?
That's different because when they're marketing you, because reality shows are filmed before and then later on they're
Why? How quick's the
they're
turnaround
aired.
time with Wildin' Out?
A month and a half, maybe
Damn.
2. Yeah.
Bro, mine was like 6, 7. Like, they're like long time,
Yeah,
like half
long,
a
so
year.
they gotta lock you in, to do it. But so no, I can do whatever I want, whenever I want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good.
All right. So we fucking, it's enough Wildin' Out talk. Unless you have anything else about Wildin' Out we need to know. Nick Cannon, you ever
How's
get
Nick
butt hurt?
Cannon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me
Yeah.
what's your
You ever
relationship
talk
like.
shit
Might as
to
well
him?
ask about Nick Cannon.
Nick is actually just a cool dude.
He's a good dude.
Yeah, you can
He
sit
seems
right
like a
here and
good
talk
dude.
to him. He's a cool dude. He'll always make time for you. You need to talk about something.
Yeah.
If you see something wrong, he'll pull you to the side. He'll talk to you like he's a
Really?
real dude. Yeah, he's a real good dude.
That's like good to hear.
Yeah.
I've been in, I'm a Nick Cannon fan since fucking Drumline and shit. I've been
Yo, for
watching
real.
it.
I love
I've never
that
been a little
shit.
kid watching
Best
Drumline.
movie.
He's an entertainer.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Nick. Shout out to
No,
Nick
he's a-
Cannon and all his
he's
12
OG.
kids.
He's
Is he
an
at 12?
OG.
Is that what it is? 12?
Yeah, 12.
Damn,
Shout out to Nick and all
12,
12 cannons.
See, Davo's trying to have 12. How many? You have kids?
Yeah, Daldo, wait, what?
He's trying to have 12 kids.
12 kids. Homie.
My dad know I'm about at 12, so I mean, I'm trying to plan at least 5.
You-
5.
You have
I
kids or
could
not?
picture, I could picture him telling these girls, like, look, this is what I'm trying to do.
12.
Like,
That's the
listen,
plan.
you shouldn't get mad at her. It's not my fault I met you at the same time. Let's just go with it. Oh, I'm supposed to post right now. Hold on.
Oh.
How many
We ain't gonna do that.
how many kids is a good number for you? Like,
How many?
Don't look at me. I knew
feels
you were
weird.
going
You
to
heard?
that.
Oh my God, Tonio, I need to start studying you, bro.
Nah, I'm just playing.
How many?
All right, moving on to the next topic. What's up?
You believe in marriage?
Do we believe in marriage? Yes,
Do you actually? Do you believe in
I
marriage?
do. I do.
Do you believe in marriage?
I do, yes.
do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do your parents married, divorced, never married?
No, my parents never married.
Me either.
Yeah.
So, and I've had a lot of divorce in my life, and it seems to be the trend that about
The norm.
like 70% of them don't work.
Yeah.
I
That's
don't know if marriage is the vibe.
That's not true.
It's
the
like
actual-
58 or
The
something.
actual number was
Really
about 56 to
depends.
58%.
and then
right?
and then people that split up and don't actually get divorced. That's another 15.
Right, but
Yeah.
if you really break down that 58%, right, they have the people that were never really committed into the marriage, right? You have that.
of course,
You have the financial stuff. People that you have people that just wanted to get married just because, hey, that's what we're supposed to do. Like if you really dive into real people that actually get married for the right reasons, I think those numbers are a lot higher than what people think.
Yeah.
These numbers are 58%, like because if you look at it, 60% of marriages end up in divorce, but they're not real marriages. Like I think that number, those statistics don't really tell the truth. Like it really don't.
Yeah.
I think people that love each other and really want to get married, I don't think they don't get divorced. They really don't. It's that we don't see that in our world.
You know what's crazy? That's like the first side of the topic I've heard someone say like that. Like, I think you said it pretty well.
Yeah.
I think you can't just look plainly at statistics for sure.
No, not on that situation. There's so many factors people are not realizing I don't think people that really truly love each other get together and 60% of them divorce.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Yeah,
happen.
facts.
Yeah, I mean,
It's not
people
true.
do change also though. Like, you weren't the same guy you were 10 years ago,
For
5
sure.
years ago.
Yeah.
No.
So do you think the woman you're marrying is going to be the same after 20 years and having kids? Like, probably a different person. You guys are probably both
Exactly,
completely different
yeah.
people.
Yeah, but I grew with her. It doesn't matter who she turns into. I grew with her. I know her.
Yeah.
Like we adapt to each other as time goes. It's not like she grew up, on the other side of the world
Yeah.
and then, hey,
Yeah, you
how
were
are
together
things
the whole
now?
time.
Well, I changed my pronouns. Like, no, bitch. Like,
I changed my pronoun. What is she might. You don't know. It's 2024.
Nah.
She might change her pronouns on you. No.
Don't call me Shirley. It's Mr. Shirley. Whoa.
Whoa.
Mr.
Shirley, relax. Stop with all that.
Do you think there is like a singular soulmate out there for everybody, or do you think there's a few?
No, man,
Good question.
I don't think there's a
Like,
soulmate.
because
I think
if that's your soulmate could be in Russia and you've never been to Russia, like I don't
Yeah.
know. Like, do you think? In my opinion, I think it's more of a time and a place. But what do you think? Do you think soulmate is a thing, or do you think it's more like, okay, we're both happen to be in the same city with the same values at the same time period of our life right now?
this is what I think.
That's
I think
what you're here for. We're here to hear what you think.
I think your soulmate is the one you choose. You know what I'm saying? Because if I choose you, marry you, that means like, you know what I'm saying? We're going to go through everything together. And it means even if you fuck up or you do something wrong, we're going to figure it. The person you decide to stay with is the person you're willing to deal with their bullshit. Because nobody's perfect. So if I let's say, I get with her, right? I'm not, it's not happening.
If
I get with you
yeah.
and you're doing some dumb shit or whatever, and I want to stay with her, so I'm not gonna leave her for the first dumb shit, or I'm not leaving her. I'm like, we're gonna figure this out. We're gonna grow
for
together.
sure.
We're gonna make some mistakes together. But I think
For
the
sure.
person you end up with is the person that you can deal with their bullshit. It's just what it is. If I can deal with the bullshit that you got going on, that's the person that you end up with.
I think it's also about like learning the other person. Like you guys are coming from two different people, so you have
Yeah.
to learn that other person and understand their values, their habits, like their lifestyle, and take that in and build it into yourself as well.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Are you single?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
single.
You don't take
You're
advice from
pretty
single
single?
people, bro.
Right, I'm pretty single.
Yo, don't take advice from single
What do you
people.
take? Why
I'm
not?
single. Like
Bad
We
advice?
singles.
you don't take advice from single. You don't take relationship advice from single people.
No?
No, fuck. Take it from people in relationships.
Right.
Yeah, this ain't shit. So whatever I said, ignore this shit.
Okay, so I have another question that I run into. Maybe this is advice. Honestly, I have an advice question.
Yeah.
So what I find a lot is, and you're in entertainment, you're in acting and stuff, and I like a lot of skits you do are like pretending to whatever, be flirt with a girl, or like your girl was cheating. You know what I mean? Like some bullshit where you're whatever, but you're with a lot of like beautiful women and you're acting still, blah, blah, blah. I've run into problems where like if I have a person, I'm talking to her, a girlfriend or whatever, a lot of the social media shit, like they have a hard time dealing with. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, so say you're on a show and you need to flirt or kiss with, you know what I mean? Like kiss someone on your show. Have you ever run into problems like that? Your girl, like, yo, what? You're just kissing a girl on TV and you have to be like, it's my job. Like,
I've dealt with that a lot. Not that I kissed anybody else, but
or flirted or got twerked on or some, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So yeah, I mean, I work with a lot of beautiful women. So the girl I date has at some point I have to cross, or we have to have that conversation about how they feel about what I'm doing,
Yeah.
And I've had that, I've been in 2 serious relationships since I started this Tonio skits era, if you will. And in those relationships, I did deal with, because you're gonna deal with some type of insecurities. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Like I'm working with all these girls, like, what is going on? What's the truth? So I was, in the beginning, like the first girl I dated, doing what I was doing, I was overly, I explained and showed things more than I should have, because I understood their position, right? If I'm gonna work with a girl, if she's not with me, my girl's not with me, I'll FaceTime her, introduce her to the girl.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, this is so-and-so. We're going to do this, woo, whatever. And when she leaves, I'll call her. Yo, we just finished. We did. I'll invite her as much as I can.
Yeah.
And by doing that, I didn't have a problem.
You make everyone comfortable.
Yeah. I didn't experience any, like she had no issues.
Yeah.
Like we broke up or whatever it was, had nothing to do with my work. And then the second girl, I think she was more
insecure about it.
Insecure.
Mm-hmm.
But I was doing, but the first girl, I would always post her to on my page. So everybody knew who she was.
That you had a ting
so,
at least.
Yeah, so everybody knew. And whatever. But it backfired on her, not me. It went bad for her.
Because she got caught up.
So
let's hear it now.
She had 2,000 followers.
Okay.
By the time I left her, she was like at 30 something. That means 28,000 of those followers were for me.
What percent you get?
Nothing. She went out one day. Yo, babe, I'm going out with the girl. Ooh. I'm like, yeah, go have fun. Well, I went to sleep. Cool. I wake up. To 30, maybe 40 DMs from people, random people. I don't even know them. I'm getting pictures and videos of different angles of my girl at the time in a club with a dude's face in her breast.
Oh God.
Like in her breast. Like,
oh my God.
Yeah. You know how embarrassing that shit was?
Bad.
She was embarrassing.
And then you were posting her too, so everyone knew that was your shorty.
That's why they knew. Yeah, that's why they backfired on her.
How'd that make you
feel? I call her on FaceTime. So, hey, what's up? I'm on the way to my grandma's house. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Yo, real quick, like, how was this? Like, oh, it was straight. I didn't even drink. It was cool. My girls were there. I'm like, oh, okay, cool.
Oh God.
I'm waiting and nothing. I'm like, listen. Are you gonna tell me what happened last night, or do I have to tell you? And her response was when I knew how fucked up she was as a person. Her response was, Tonio, are you really gonna start tripping right now? Like, please don't tell me you're one of those guys. I tell you I'm gonna go out one night, and now you're gonna act like this, like literally, like I don't got nothing to. I'm looking at her like
she was gaslighting you.
Yeah.
Damn, this bitch was lying to me this whole time.
She's guilty as fuck.
Over it. I'm thinking of conversations we had for the last year. I'm like, this bitch lied about this. Anyways, while she's there talking shit on the phone, I sent her the picture and I sent her the video. I'm like, yo, check your phone. Check your phone. I'm not gonna check your phone.
I'm not gonna check my phone. That's what she said. I'm not gonna check.
I'm not gonna look.
Yo, she goes. I swear to God, when she came back, man, she was a different color, like her pink. She's like, no, God. I could explain. In my head, because I was so into that relationship, I was wishing she would have been like, yo, it's my gay best friend.
Yeah.
And
what? And then you were out, or you were on some let's fix it shit, like you were talking earlier.
No. Once I got those pictures, it was a wrap for me. But I still followed it through to see how far she go with the line, and she was lying, a bunch of shit. But that was it. That was a wrap. Yeah.
That's crazy.
So that's crazy. So like on the adverse, if you dated someone that was in the entertainment scene,
I don't date anybody in the
because of that, right?
Yeah. I don't.
Like I couldn't see. Like I think that's why it's hard for me, because I understand if I'm like my significant other, if they don't like how I'm on TV or on podcast, flirt or do, you know what I mean? I understand it, because if it was flipped, I'd be going nuts if my girl was on TV twerking on something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like even if it was her job, like that's hypocritical, I guess. But like you know what I mean?
It's not hypocritical because you already know. I'm not gonna date a girl in the industry. It's just not gonna happen. You're not gonna see a girl in my videos and I've had something with her. Like when I moved to LA, the number one rule I made for myself was I'm because. You know, I come from nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm not. There's no ass in the world that's worth jeopardizing where I'm trying to get at. So I'm like, yo, I would never.
Sometimes it's hard to think like that.
Nah, bro.
You don't ever think with your dick. You're lying. You don't ever think with your dick.
You don't understand where I come from. Like
you never had like post nut clarity.
Yeah, post nut clarity is a real thing.
That means you were thinking with your dick.
What?
No.
Does that not mean
but listen.
You guys are fucked up.
Post nut clarity. Let me explain.
1,000%.
Let me explain what post nut clarity is, right?
Yep.
Yo, let's say I meet you and I really, really like you. I really do. I see myself with you. I could possibly be in a relationship. Yo, your eyebrows is straight as hell. Your teeth is glistening. I fucks with you. Ass is crazy. I want to take you out. I woo you. and then I sleep with you.
Uh-huh.
The next day when I wake up, how I feel about you after I hit, it's the true feeling.
Yeah.
And most guys, what happens is it's like, yo, I hit and like,
That's crazy.
damn, that was the only thing I actually wanted to do. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's the clarity comes in. But you're mixing that with boundaries. You're combining them and shouldn't be, right? I don't need post-nut clarity. I made a decision before meeting any girl ever. I'm like, yo, if you're in the industry and I'm working with you, you are not an option for me. I don't have the thoughts of, damn, I really like this girl. I want to sleep with her. And then I sleep with her. And I already made the decision. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Because one wrong move, you can upset the girl or like something just went wrong. Miscommunication. She's telling her. And now it's ruining my business model.
Bro, you know, you're literally, you're preaching to the choir right now, bro.
Yeah.
I got off my Netflix show, dated this girl that happened to be from
Toronto.
Okay. Got 500,000 followers on Instagram. We broke up. Lost 50K in like a week, bro.
Yeah.
She was on her story talking crazy.
No way.
I don't have those issues.
Spell the name.
I mean, it's public. It's pretty public. Her name's Carly. She was from Toronto.
Oh,
Carly
shit.
what?
Carly Lawrence. You know Carly Lawrence?
Okay.
Wait, Carly Lawrence?
Nah, get the fuck up.
I'm
She
so
dances?
Nah.
No, like
What Netflix show?
Too hot to handle?
I've watched.
I know you have.
I just don't know. I gotta check though.
Hey, Carly, what's up?
Bro, she's 2 boyfriends, married and divorced by now. And I dated her like a year and a half ago.
Carly.
I tell
Lawrence.
Wait, Toronto girls are like that?
Oh, this blonde girl. Yes.
Let me see
Cute.
Carly.
Carly. Sorry.
Yo, to be honest,
Carly.
my type is like shorter and dark hair.
Hey, Carly, what's up? 2 boyfriends in a
She's
marriage.
fire, but
What's up with number 3?
You gotta watch Tonio around because
Oh
he
my
got the
God,
riz.
Don't kill me.
Tell me some shit you've been working on.
It's actually fire.
Oh, the movie you mentioned. Hip hop.
A hip hop story. A hip hop story is
A
out
hip-hop
now
story.
in AMC theaters. Written by Affion Crockett. It's a great movie. It's a comedy movie. We got Cedric the Entertainer. We got a bunch of artists there, rappers. I play Jay-Z's manager, so it's a fun movie.
What's the movie called?
A hip hop story.
A hip hop story.
A hip hop story.
Cool, cool.
A hip hop life or a hip hop
It's
story?
gonna be
A
on
hip-hop
Netflix.
story. I don't know where it's gonna sit at, but it's in the theaters right now.
Okay,
AMC.
dope.
A hip hop story.
Okay,
It's in the
AMC, a hip-hop
theaters.
story.
We got a bunch of movie stars in here
Yeah.
today.
That's it really. And then I'm writing. I write movies. I just wrote an action comedy that should star Rosario Dawson. Cheers. Shout out to you.
Shout out Rosario Dawson.
Shout
Yeah.
out. Bop, bop, bop.
It's called Mr. Social, and I'm actually doing crowdfunding on that to put the movie together. So we out here now, indie swag, just putting stuff together, and that's where we at.
How many seasons of Wildin' Out you been on?
I did 5 seasons.
It's crazy, bro. It's a lot.
That is.
That's a lot.
But
All
the
right.
season 25 that I'm on hasn't even come out yet, and I filmed it last year.
Really?
Yeah.
But that's good to feel like you got something in the bank. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah.
nice to know that, like, no
Yeah.
matter, I got a fucking hit show coming
Yeah,
out.
facts.
Whenever it comes out, you got a hit show coming out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
facts.
it's good. I mean, anything else you want to plug right now? Socials you got at Tonio Skits.
Tonio
Trying to
Skits.
think.
What's,
Music.
what's your social?
Plug your socials.
_ Miss Peters XO.
Miss Peters.
Chantel Peters from Toronto.
All right, man. Well, thank you for coming on. You feel good? Anything else you need to spit off your chest right now? Like,
No, that's it. Thank you guys. Yo,
And I'm Johnny Cash.
Yo, watch my stand up on HBO. Type in Tonio Skits on HBO. You'll see my stuff.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Tonio Skits, HBO?
Yeah, on HBO, yeah.
On Max or
I
no?
host it on Max. I hosted 2
Max.
stand-up
I got a
specials.
Max show too.
It's called HBO Latino.
Yo, we got, is it? No. Wait,
You
what?
gotta get out here. I gotta
Yeah,
get
it's
out
called
HBO.
It's
What?
called Entre Nos. If you go on Max and you type in my name, it'll come up.
Really?
Dead ass.
I'm going to watch it tonight.
Yeah, watch
Okay.
You
it.
going to make me laugh?
Yeah.
And I got to say, shout out to the Pittsburgh hat. I don't know if he remembers, but I saw you wearing that in
I
the gym.
remember,
I was like,
yeah.
bro, you're not from Pittsburgh. He goes, nah. I was like, I know.
I
the
just like
Pirate-
the colors.
I was like, Pirates just got nice uniforms.
Hey, yo, shout out to the Yankees. Stop
Oh,
playing with us.
No
BX.
Mets, Yankees.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you guys for coming.
For sure.
We're
Thank
at
you for
LNF
having
here in
us.
Miami. You got me dripped out. Alan, thank you. Morris, thank you. Crew, thank you. Mitch, thank you. Even though, show them your eyeballs real quick. Why?
Come on, show us.
No,
Jeez.
that's why Mitch can't appear today because he got in a fight with a kangaroo last
Oh
night.
my
What happened, dog?
goodness.
Kangaroo. Bah!
You got it in Miami?
Wait,
Yeah,
also,
Brook
bro,
up.
I know you could do some crazy skit with this. I have a pet alligator.
Shut
Dude,
up.
how big is it?
What do you mean?
It's a baby. I gotta put him back soon. So before I put him back, you in the Everglades. His name's Zeke, bro. He's like this. In Brickell, in my living room.
Wow. Yo, we gotta see that shit.
Yeah.
I was
All right, but
just
thank
talking
you
to-
guys. LNF, Joey Joy Radio signing off. Tonio skits, everybody. Thank you.
Yo, imagine like your girl comes up to you and she's like, yo, are you gonna tell your wife? Are you gonna leave your wife for me or not? I'm like, nah, bro. Like, oh no. She's like, yo, it's your side chick's birthday. Listen, I want an alligator. Like, bitch, what? I'm not getting you no fucking alligator. I bet that I'm just gonna tell your wife about us.
Yeah.
Cut to her with an alligator.
Wait, that's actually funny.
Yeah, that's the video. That's what we're gonna shoot.
I need an alligator.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you.
You're listening to Joey Joy Radio.